G'day guys, this is Nick at Stridewise.com in London, UK with William Wong of Artisan. Thank you for having me in your headquarters. Artisan is a very curious company. They specialize in shoe and garment care. They got a lot of really nice clothes hangers, a lot of other really interesting care products. And I realized when I met William that I haven't done a video on how to store your shoes, your leather shoes or leather boots. And this is not the same thing as like how to condition or even how to care for your leather shoes, leather boots. You aren't wearing your nice shoes or boots every single day. And sometimes you put it away for a whole season or 2 or 3. And we want to make sure your shoes that are very nice and very pricey last for as long as we can. First one, probably the first thing on people's minds when we talk about storing or what to do with your boots or shoes when you're not wearing them is shoe trees.
Yes, that's right.
Tell me about shoe trees. What is a shoe tree?
A shoe tree is an object that you put inside your shoes when you're not wearing them. There are many functions. I think there's even some controversy around it. When it comes to shoes or boots, you're wearing them, you're flexing them a lot, and they are prone to creasing, especially around the vamp. You want to make sure you have adequately sized shoe trees. They go into the shoes, and what it does is it gives a bit of support and shape to the shoe as it comes to a rest. What happens in some cases is you're making sure there's no toe curl and you're sort of pushing the toe back out whilst the shoe dries and comes to rest.
Plastic shoe trees are common, cedar shoe trees are common, and this one that you sell is actually not cedar, which I was very surprised by.
Yes.
What are the differences between like a plastic shoe tree and a wooden shoe tree?
Yes, of course. So this one's beechwood. Plastic tends to have some pros, believe it or not. Plastic is usually lighter. If you're traveling a lot, I do think it's better to have a plastic shoe tree than no shoe tree at all. Cedar, it has some antibacterial function. It's got a nice smell to it. Some people claim that it's great at moisture absorption. I'm not sure how true that is, frankly. Beechwood, on the other hand, is a very dense wood. It's very hard wearing. It will last a long time. And importantly for us, I think beechwood lends itself to being stained in a beautiful way.
Another thing for storing your boots when you're not wearing them or shoes, dust bags come in every shoebox that you order. How important is a dust bag and how do you use it?
Yeah, I would say if you have the choice of using a dust bag or not using a dust bag, use dust bag. But otherwise, if it's in your cupboard and there's not much dust moving about anyways, then the dust bag is less important.
Do you agree or disagree you should not wear your nice shoes every day? You should have 2 pairs of nice shoes or 2 pairs of nice boots or whatever, not wear them one day after in consecutive days so that they have time to dry out.
Yeah, for the most part, I agree. I mean, you should definitely wear your favorite shoes because they're your favorite shoes, but alternating between different shoes will make that favorite pair of shoes just last a bit longer.
If your shoes are wet or your boots are wet, what do you do with them? I know some people have boot drying machines. You can get them on Amazon. You put a hose into it. This whole thing goes on. Yeah. If they're wet, how do you store them?
All right. There's a few ways to handle wet shoes. Say it's raining outside, you come back, they're completely soaked. What you want to do is maybe just get a cloth, a towel, just wipe it off, just try to get as much moisture off it as possible. It also depends on what soles you have. Let's say the leather soles. Here's what I like to do. It's worked for me, and I found that if you have wet shoes which have leather soles, just put them on the side a little bit for, half an hour, and what that does is helps get some ventilation through to the bottom of the shoe, and it just makes the whole drying process a lot further. But the thing is, you let it rest on the side for about half an hour, then make sure to put some shoe trees inside. That's critical because the toe curling is just going to be much more exaggerated on wet shoes. So
Artisan, very interesting company here in London, UK. Check them out in the description below. A lot of stuff on caring for footwear and also caring for nice garments. They've got some unbelievable clothes hangers, believe it or not. Check them out. And subscribe here as well if you just went up here, because we do a lot of stuff on casual, durable men's stuff and how to make it last longer.
Fantastic.
Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, thanks for coming to London.
All right.